How do you balance being a mom, wife, businesswoman, and God's child? Ooh, you see that right there? No, not wine. I mean, wine does help. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Fumi Ford. I am a content creator. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm all things to all people. Today we are doing a get to know me better. So I started this channel cold turkey. I have been saying I was gonna start a YouTube channel for years. I kept procrastinating. I was so afraid to do it. And so the day I started it, I just started it. I started it with a video. So I had shot maybe 8 videos. My computer crashed. All my videos were lost. And so I only had one left, and I said, Fumi, you're gonna start the video with this video. You're gonna start this channel with this video. So if anybody out there is contemplating doing something, perfection is a myth. Just go for it, start, and the rest will work itself out. But this is a get to know me better video. So sis, let's get to know me better. Said it's a get to know me video, and y'all is sent in some amazing questions on Instagram. FYI, if you are not following me on Instagram, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and join the community. But I got some amazing questions on Instagram, so we're gonna answer a lot of them. We're gonna answer as many of them as we possibly can. First question is, what did you study in school and what led you to blogging? Sis, did my mom send you? Did Oluwafunmilayo, did she send you to be in my business like this? So what did I study in school and what led to blogging? I was a communications major. Shocker. I love to talk. I talk all the time. And so I went to school for communication, graduated with my degree in communications, was getting ready for law school. Life happened. I did not go to law school. What led me to blogging is just my absolute love for fashion. I have always loved fashion. It's always been an essential part of my life. When I moved here from Africa, I did not talk like everybody else. I didn't eat food. Everybody was bringing peanut butter sandwiches to school. My mom was sending me to school with pounded yam, agusi, jollof. They used to pick on us so bad about the food we ate. We did not speak English. So for me, fashion was a bridge. It helped me relate to the other kids. Ooh. Ooh. It helped me relate to the other kids. They would ask me what I was wearing or where I got it from, and it was my way of fitting in. And so fashion was just a big part of my life. I've always loved clothes. When I decided not to go to law school, fashion was just something that I was like, okay, let's make this like something that we're gonna do. I started out styling friends and family, which led to blogging. How do you stay motivated with your work, social media? This is such a good question. And when I tell you it is a battle every day to stay motivated, if you are a content creator, influencer, blogger, you understand what I mean. Like some days it's amazing, you're on top of the world, the checks are coming in, the jobs are coming in, people are loving your content, and the next day you want to burn Instagram's headquarters to the ground. Or YouTube, because your videos have dropped, your views have dropped. I stay motivated in going back to my why right here. Why did you start doing it? Why did you start being an influencer? Why did you start at this job? Why did you start this career path? Why did you start? So if your why is because you were passionate and you love people, you love to show people how to style, you love making people laugh, you love the job that you do, it's easy not to quit when it gets hard. That's how I stay motivated. I love forming community with every single one of you, and so it motivates me on days where I want to quit because I'm not seeing what I think I'm supposed to be seeing. Like a sis should be a superstar by now, but I'm gonna get there. Where do you see yourself in 10 to 20 years? Oh God. Well, I'm done having kids, so that's off the table. Assistance tubes are fried, dyed, and to the side of the operating table. So yeah, there are no more kids coming. I see myself in 10 years loving my husband. My kids are going to be 15 and 16, so that whole age group, trying to be the fab mom. I'm gonna be that mom that shows up to PTA meetings decked out. I'm either gonna be decked out or look homeless. Those are the only two options that they're gonna see me. Hopefully my career, not hopefully, my career is going to be out of this roof, out of this world, and I'm going to be helping other content creators do what I do and make money doing it. So that's my 10-year plan. What's your biggest fear? I am deathly afraid of snakes, like so afraid of them. I can't even watch them on TV. That's my biggest fear. My biggest fear that's not like an animal or something tangible would just be my kids not being as amazing as I see them to be. As a mom, you want your kids to be everything that you envision for them and that God envisions for them. So that's my biggest fear, that they'll not be who they're supposed to be. And for some reason, they'll blame me for it. I love my kids, y'all. If you can live anywhere in the world, where would it be? If I could live anywhere, it would be back home in either Lagos, Abuja, or Accra, Ghana. If it could be one place, it would be Accra. I would definitely move to Accra, Ghana, and live the rest of my beautiful life there in Cape Coast, Ghana. That's what it would be. Previous jobs. Ooh, okay. So I worked as a secretary for a college. I was a manager at a movie theater. I was a server at Chili's. And I was a hospice driver. Not hospice, but I used to drive older people to their doctor's appointment. Ooh, that's a whole story time. The stories I could tell you from my 3 months of working there. I quickly quit. It was not for me. But those older women and men had stories to tell. It was hilarious. And then the last job before I quit and became a full-time mom and content creator, I worked at Allstate. So if you got into a car accident, I would help pay your medical bills. So I worked in the medical section where we would pay the bills of our people who had policies with Allstate. Great job. I would not recommend. How did you become an influencer? I started out as a stylist first. So I would style different clients. I would go to Bloomingdale's, Macy's, do styling shows. I was on Sister Circle styling, talking about fall fashion, spring fashion, summer fashion, fashion all around. And then the pandemic hit and I decided to really take content creation like seriously. And so 2019, I got my LLC and it's just taken off since then. But before that, I was heavy styling. I did have an Instagram page, but it was just to showcase my styling so that clients would come find me. Now I'm mostly just into content creation. How did you get started online? I talked about that. How do you balance being a mom, wife, businesswoman, and God's child? Ooh, you see that right there? No, not wine. I mean, wine does help, but I balance it as best as I can. One thing that I've learned, especially being a mom of two, is that I'm not going to get everything correct. And that's okay. Like, the house is not always going to be clean. The kids might have a little snot in their nose. Like, they may not be color coordinated with me. Like, I'm not that mom. My kids are going to be dressed nicely, but I put so much pressure on myself when I had my first kid that I ended up in the hospital with ovarian torsion and had to get surgery to have an ovary removed because I did not know how to sit down. I thought I had to be like the perfect mom. Second child, I learned all I can do is the best that I can. The house is not going to be super tidy. The kids might not eat organic all the time, but as long as they're alive and thriving, my house is not on fire, and my husband is happy, I'm happy. So learning not to worry and sweat the small things, and then setting schedules for myself. So I schedule right now, it's the middle of the night, and I'm shooting content because my family's been fed. I cooked dinner, I cleaned the kitchen, and I came down here, put makeup on, and went to work. So setting schedules for myself really helps. In the daytime, it's all about my kids. So I don't really do a lot of work during the day. On weekends, I work heavy because my husband can be here and help me. I shoot my content. And then at night on weekdays, I come down here and shoot for y'all, my lovies on YouTube. What does your name mean, and why did your parents choose it? So I am a Nigerian. I'm going to put my whole name down here. It's Emmanuella Oluwafunmilayo Searcy Ford, and I know I'm butchering it. My Niger sisters are like, that's not how you pronounce Oluwafunmilayo. Like, there's different intonations. You're doing it wrong. But it's okay. I've been in the U.S. since I was 8 years old. I don't even speak Yoruba. I used to speak Yoruba and Tree, and I don't speak any of those. I speak English, a little Spanish, and I know a couple of things in Tree. That's about it. But my name means God give me joy. Oluwafunmilayo, it means God give me joy. I feel like the name fits me. My mom chose it. No idea why. She thought, Fumi is a very common name in Africa. A lot of people are like, wow, your name is so unique. It's not that unique if you're Yoruba. Like, it's a very common name. So it was a common name. She liked it. It fits me. Fumi Ford. I got married. My husband's name was Ford. Perfect. Fumi Ford. Perfect. The alliteration. I love it. Okay. What's your goals for the next 5 years? Building my channel, forming community with y'all, starting workshops for other influencers, traveling, teaching other content creators how to monetize their platforms. That is strong in my next 5 years. And hopefully getting on somebody's TV show. Real Housewives of Birmingham, Alabama. Ooh, okay. Let's go to the next one. How do you walk so strong in your purpose? Ooh, this is a good one. I think it's just knowing that this is what God has called me to do. I've done a lot of different things in my life. I've been managers at different places. Everywhere where I've worked, I've become a manager in a quick time. Becoming my own manager and becoming a CEO of my own brand just made sense. And I love what I do. And so walking in my purpose is easy to do because I love it, right? Sometimes we have to find what we love and then let it make us money. Let me say that again. Sometimes you have to find what you love and learn how to monetize it. And so if you love children and if you love books, write a children's book. You take your passions and you monetize it, right? If you love people and helping people, find a way to monetize helping people. I loved helping women feel good about their bodies and styling and clothing, and being a stylist did that for me. And then I learned how to monetize it, and now I'm on social media monetizing it. And when you figure that out, walking out that purpose becomes really, really easy. So yeah. Okay, the next one is, how did you come to the South? Woo! How did I come to the South? My mom. My mom's love story is insane. I might do a story time on it and do a story time on how me and my husband met. But she moved here. She won the lottery. And the lottery was visas, not money. And she came here. She was an illegal alien, and then she met my stepdad, who's from New York. In Atlanta, they got married, and then they brought me and my sister here to Montgomery, Alabama, the South, and I've been here since then, since I was 8 years old. 3 ingredients that make you you. Ooh, fun. I'm super fun. I think a lot of times people come on my social media and they think, wow, this girl must be so rude. She looks like she does not have a personality. She's so tough. She does not smile that much. But I'm like the funnest person you'll ever meet. You can't say fun without Fumi. or you can't say Fumi without fun, however that goes. But I'm like, I love to laugh and I love to make other people laugh. So fun, I'm driven. If I set my mind to something, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. And then faith, because faith is like the underlying layer that's built, that I've built my life on. It's the foundation. So fun, faith. What was the other one, y'all? It literally just slipped my mind. But I said it, so you'll remember it. What is your deal breaker in a relationship? You guys, there's a lot of relationship questions. So me and my husband we celebrate 7 years of marriage in November. So in like a month, 2 months, we celebrate. It's already like October. So in a month, we celebrate 7 years of marriage. One of my deal breakers was finances. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am Nigerian. Let me say that again. I am Nigerian. My mom is also a Niger babe. Like, and I don't want to sound vapid, but I needed somebody that knew how to balance your checkbook, that knew how to save, that knew how to prioritize money. In my life, I do not know how to prioritize money. If you give me $1,000, give me an hour, and that $1,000 is gone on one item, maybe a pair of shoes or a bag. You can't even buy a bag for $1,000, not the kind that I like. So that sounds really bad, but I needed somebody that knew money, that knew how to save. And so when I met my husband, he was going to law school. He had just graduated law school, actually. And I met him, and I was getting ready to go to law school. A sis is not a gold digger. She's a gold digger. Take that D out. I'm a gold digger. But there has to be some sort of gold, because I can't keep digging for gold. You got to produce some gold after a while. So really, just being honest, I wanted somebody that loved God and was good with finances. And the finances was a deal breaker. Like, if me and you are going to spend all of our money till we're on the street, that's not going to work for me. I need somebody to be like, Fumi, sit down somewhere. You can't spend any more money. That is a huge deal breaker. The looks and everything else, I mean, you can fix all of that. What's on the inside? Do they love God? And do they know finances? That's something that they have to come already with. And then, of course, are they tall? That's the real deal breaker. Are they tall? What do you miss most about living in Africa? The food. The food. Oh my God, nobody makes food like that here. But the food is what I miss the most about living in Africa. What are your 2 values in friendship? I want a friend that understands time. As a mom, I can't spend that much time with my friends. I can't stay on the phone all of the time. I'm married, I have kids. So if you understand time, you're going to be my friend forever. If we can go a week without talking, and then we pick up the phone and we act like a week has not gone by or a month has not gone by, I love you forever. You're going to be my friend forever. So that is something that I value. And then another thing that I value is a friend that's going to tell me what I need to hear and not what I want to hear. I am a very strong-willed person. Did I say I was Nigerian? Did I remind? I'm very strong-willed. I come off really strong. So I need somebody to be like, no, Fumi, you're wrong. No, this is actually right. So if you are afraid to be that kind of friend, then we probably aren't going to be friends. Those are the 2 things that I value in friendship. And of course, there's a bunch of other things that I value. But those are the ones that I value the most. What's the most sentimental clothing item that you own? Ooh, this is a tough one. Most sentimental. I mean, so my husband, when we got married, he was not a good gift giver. I remember our first Christmas, he bought me a Bible cover and some jewelry that turned colors in like a week. I took a bath in it and it turned colors. And I had bought him a PlayStation. I bought him suits. I bought him ties. I spent all my little money on him. That was not his love language. His love language was like acts of service, taking care of his family, making sure the bills are paid, making sure there's roof over my head. His love language was not gifts. Mine is gifts. It's giving and receiving gifts. And so the first Christmas I cried. Like, y'all, I'm such a mess. I cried. I bawled. I was mad for a month. And then I realized that's not his love language. And I kind of have to tell him what I like. And the next Christmas, y'all, I did not even tell him. He went and bought me this 100% wool coat. From, I forgot where the place is. And I still have that coat. And it's not about the coat. It's about that he just thought about what I would like. And he knew I loved coats. He knew I loved, like, nice coats at that. And he was like, no, I saw it and it reminded me of you. And y'all, that right there sold me. I did not care what that coat looked like. I didn't care how much that coat cost. He said he saw it and it reminded him of me. So that's the most sentimental thing. I'll put a picture up of the coat and me in the coat. I absolutely love it. It's a gorgeous pastel pink. It is a great spring coat. You will see it styled every spring. I'm not kidding. Yeah. And then a lot of these questions are social media questions, which I've pretty much already answered. I will do a whole post on content creation and how to monetize and how to start being a content creator. There's going to be a playlist called Bunch of Creatives that is strictly about how to create content and how to make money creating content. So that's it for the Q&A. If you guys have any other questions, please put it down below. We'll do a Q&A once a month. I think that's going to be fun. I answer different questions that you have about content creation, about how my month went, whatever it is. We'll do a video once a month that is just Q&A. Ask me relationship questions. Ask me questions about your relationships, your family. Like, it's just a way for me to, like, it's like a Ask Susie. It's Ask Fumi. So you get to ask me your burning questions and I'll answer it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got to know me just a little bit better. Thank you so much for joining. If you are not a part of our community, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the bell notification so you get notified every time I go live. And check me out on all of my social media handles. It's at Fumi Ford. This dress I'm gonna link down below. It's an Amazon fashion find. I absolutely love it. If you're short, it is a long dress, so you will have to get it tailored. If you're long and tall and beautiful with long legs, it's the dress for you. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.